The PL Show is brought to you by Kel Chaco, Kel 360, and Kel Kids Toothpaste. Hello there. Good evening to you wherever you're watching us from. This is the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. I'm Keminni, Amanor. Today's show is going to be one that you need to stay on for. Because you know why? This woman is one of the rare women in mining in this country. Her company is a supply chain company in the country's mining sector. I won't say much about her because I want her to tell us about herself on her own. Anyway, you're welcome to the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. The Kel Toothpaste PL Show is brought to you by Kel Kids, Kel Chaco, and Kel 360. If you're looking for something awesome for the entire family, these are the brands to look for. Kel Happy Smell. My makeup is by Cover GH, beauty experts. Anyway, so you're welcome. This is the Kel Toothpaste PL Show. Stay on. My guest will join me pretty soon. Don't go away.
Anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath.
I'm a fat missy way.
The Pacho Bantama.
Matasi.
It's her smile.
The fresh breath.
Me Jidi say we use Kel 360 toothpaste. Some kind.
Kel 360 toothpaste.
Gaskia, Kel 360 toothpaste. It's a gum protector.
Onim Jom Kasa. Kile Hossein. Kel 360 did the way. It's cool mint. Gives me fresh breath and your confidence booster.
And you will see so feeling ye. Kel 360 toothpaste.
Happy smile.
Kel 360 toothpaste, anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath. Kel Happy Smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, well, you're right on time for that conversation with our phenomenal lady for the week. Her name is Mary Asante-Asamoah. She's Executive Director of Barbex. She's also founder of Family Business Hub GH. And I can't wait to learn more about that. You're welcome.
Thank you. So good to be here.
You have this rare face.
Really?
Right? Yes. You don't look like somebody I've met before. Your beauty is unique.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. It's very interesting being in this seat. Usually I'm the one.
You're on the other end. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Mary Asante-Asamoah. I'm privileged to lead a family business, Barbex, and we focus on two core areas. So there's, on the one side, we do mining, focusing on supply chain solutions.
Right.
And then on the other side, we have a plantation, so we're into farming or agribusiness in the production and value addition of coffee, of rubber and cocoa. So I wear different hats. And then outside of that, I'm passionate about family business. So I started a family business hub and host a podcast, Family Business Diaries. So that's what I do. That's really me. I'm a fun-loving person.
I told you she's a phenomenal lady. Look at all the things she does and look at how flourishing you look. Amazing. But you know, that is the story now. Let's look at the story when it started. Talk to us about growing up. What was it like?
I grew up in Adabraka.
Orioga.
Yeah, Ganyo Jimmy.
Oh. Asante-Asamoah.
My husband.
I see.
He did the trick, but no, I'm a guy girl.
Oh, okay. So what is the girl name? What's daddy's name?
So I'm Mary Tabby.
Oh.
I don't use it anymore.
I see. Interesting. Well, me need your gagbe.
Nah, hine.
Nice.
Yes. I need to keep that. But somehow when I changed my name, I dropped everything, just kept the Mary Asante-Asamoah. But
amazing.
Name change coming up.
We look forward to that, and we endorse.
Thank you.
But let's talk about Nahine and where she grew up. You said Adabraka.
Yes. So I grew up in Adabraka. Three children, and I think just growing up, you end up being, as a first daughter. I had to play that motherly role. You know that the way I'm responsible for your siblings. Yeah. So there's all that. There's that pressure that comes with growing up and making sure you set good examples for your siblings. I was a cool girl. Family was very much into Christian values. My mom, you have to go to church. Growing up, I was also very much into school. Well, I think that's helped also because I went to Ray Church. from Ray Church, I went to Akosombo International. So I've had a strong network of friends. And that, I mean, you're talking years. I don't want to disclose my age, but you're talking years. And I've still managed to maintain that. But yes, for me, it was home, church, school. I think for me back then it was spending time with family was key. And it wasn't, it's like after eating on Saturday, you go visit your grandparents, you know, things like that. My grandmother, Grace Norte.
Oh, you don't say. See why I told you that you have a unique beauty, because you're Grace Norte's granddaughter.
Yes.
And I'd usually see something in there and say, no, I've seen this beauty somewhere before.
But is that?
No. I can't see that, but go on.
No. So it was little things like driving to see the grandparents on the weekends. Little things. I think for me that has still stayed with me.
I see. Let's talk about going to Akosombo International School. You went to Red Church, you lived with your parents, and then suddenly you were moved to a boarding school. Was this something you looked forward to as a child?
Oh, I did.
You were in a hurry to leave home.
I did. My parents were strict. You can't go for excursions, you can't do all this. So yes, there was a part of me that was excited about just going out there and trying new things. Now, when I was going to Akosombo, the difference came when I got into St. Rose's for like BEC. And then Akosombo, you write the exam. So we actually visited St. Rose's. I went with my mom to St. Rose's, got there, went through everything, the orientation stuff. Then they said, go get your sandals. We did all that. But somehow at the end of that meeting, I'm like...
You were not feeling it.
We're going to... I was like, we're going to Akosombo, where my uncle was there. So it was good. I enjoyed Akosombo. I mean, a couple of my cousins were there. So for me, it was like... We get to hang out together. That was all good. There was a blessing that came out of Akosombo as well. I met my husband in Akosombo, so that was nice.
You don't say.
That was a blessing. That's why God sent me there. But we were just friends back then. Except, yes, I love Akosombo.
Did you always know that you were going to business, into mining, as a growing child? What did you want to be?
No. Mining was far from it. I mean, interestingly, I saw my dad do this. He was away during the week, usually home on weekends. We got to visit him in Obuasi, went, to the gold room, things like that. So I saw that, but no, it never even crossed my mind that, hey, you could do that. You could be any of these things. I just appreciated what he was doing, loved his passion for it, and that was it. But I admired Kofi Annan. That's my thing. I wanted to be the next UN Secretary General after him. And so that guided, all my decisions. So in terms of what I chose to do in undergrad, I did international relations and political science. When I finished that, I know even in school, I was particular about the activities that I was getting myself involved in. So Model UN, Toastmasters, things that made a difference in people's life. And then even after school, I moved to DC because I believed that's corridors of power. I was working with an NGO. I wanted to make a difference. That was it for me. So certainly not mining, no family business. This is what I wanted to do. Now, when I was with one NGO, they put me in the finance and operations department. That's where things changed. Because I realized, no, I love numbers and I love the operations. I love this. There's something about pressure that got me excited. So then I decided to cement that by going to business school.
Right.
And I didn't want to settle for just any business school. I wanted the
business school.
So in going for guidance, they said, listen, you need experience, but relevant work experience. You've been in a lot of policy work. You've come from an arts background, so it's best to go work for a while and then come back to school. I said, no problem. I can give it 2 years. That's fine. So that's when my parents said, listen, you've been talking about being away from home for so long. So then why don't you come home, help your father, because he needs help with his business. So come home. I thought it was a win-win situation because, hey, I need experience, you need help. Let's do this. So that's how I ended up in mining, in the family business. It was never the plan.
Let's go meet younger you.
Okay.
In our C2O segment, which is brought to you by Kel Kids. Let's take a look at that. Hey, look at you.
I was going for a prize.
Ah, I see. So you were ready for it. There you are. Oh my goodness.
That's me in DC.
In DC.
Yeah. This is like latest in Siebes.
Oh, I
This
see.
is me when
When you started?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Oh, you look like an MP in this one.
Hey, loading.
It's probably in the future somewhere. But is it
You
something
never
you'd be
know.
interested in politics?
This no.
No, not at all.
I mean, I want to make a difference. I think there are other ways that we can make a difference. We don't need to go that route.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but no, it's nice to see how far we've come.
Amazing. The C2O segment is brought to you by Kel Kids. If you're looking for something wonderful for your children to use to brush their teeth in the morning and before they go to bed at night, go for Kel Kids toothpaste. It's strawberry flavored. It's also not harsh on their teeth or gum. However, it will prevent cavity. It will keep their breath fresh throughout the day and at night when they are asleep. My guest is Mary Asante-Asamoah. She's been sharing her story with us. Along the line while you were in DC, your parents decided that you're looking for business experience. There is a family business, Barbex.
Yes.
How long had your dad run Barbex at that time?
Oh, since 1990.
Oh, wow.
So a very long time.
So you were...
We turned 35 this year. So yeah,
amazing. And at the time you were taking over, how old was Barbex?
Hey, we have to do math. I joined I joined in 2008. So do the math.
Right,
I'll pass it back to you.
So 2008, that brings us to 16 years of running Barbex, and it's 35.
Yes.
So that's 19 years. Dad did 19 years. You're almost beating his record.
Oh, but I worked with him.
You worked
I
with
worked
him.
with him,
Right.
and then he took a step back, gradually. I think the great thing about joining Barbex when I did was he was still very much active in service, and so the grooming happened, right? I think that mentorship was key. So transitioning wasn't that out, you in. But, and truly, when I came in, I wasn't trying to take over the business or do anything. Remember, I said I was here for 2 years and then I was going out. So it was just a learning process for me. He got to hold my hand, take me through the ropes. And I think that's a very important thing that I keep saying to family businesses that start early. Get your children involved because it's key. I mean, that smooth transition is very important. So I worked with my dad for, and now he still comes around, but he's not
As
involved
active.
in, in everyday operations, but he's still around.
What are some of the business lessons you picked up from your dad when you were his mentee?
His level of patience, I'm not sure I have it yet, but I think one of the main things I learned from him is staying calm in the midst of the storm.
Right.
The mining industry is very much pressure driven. I mean, it never ends, right? They don't close. There are no holidays. There's always pressure. And if you're in supply chain, there's so many things that are not within your control, from vessels arriving, all of that. But it's keeping that level, like being level headed and making sure that you process things, making sure that you handle all stakeholders in a good way. I think that's something that comes with my dad's personality, and I had to learn that. And it's good I did with him, because if I had come in as Mary, I probably would need, quick action stuff. So that was good. People management, respect for people, it's very important. It's okay if you think you know stuff, but there's a way that we do things in Ghana, and being under his leadership helped me to appreciate that it doesn't matter who. My father respects every single person. It doesn't matter your level. And that helps because the people give. They're able to freely give. And those things matter in business. It's not always the hard stuff. It's not always, let's look at Excel sheets. But the connections you make, all those things are important. So I think he just groomed me overall. Like, just watching him do stuff helped me to put things in perspective, helped me to move in a certain way, and it's been really good.
What was the first role you held at Barbex?
When I came in, my father, after we agreed on all this, he asked me to go see the HR director for an interview. I said, I thought we had discussed all this. What is all this? But anyway, I went through the process and I was given special projects coordinator. Now, at that time, they were trying to regroup or sort of restructure the group. And so my role was to understand the different business units, work with consultants, see how best we can structure the business or the group. And so, yes, I worked as the special projects coordinator. And I think that really helped me, because by doing this restructuring, it meant I needed to study every department, study, everything to do with the business. And that gave me all the information, or, everything I needed to understand and appreciate Barbex, where it's been, where it's going, and working with consultants. Of course, they come with their frameworks and stuff. So it was a nice masterclass.
I mean, looking back, do you think your dad was intentional about that? Because he knew you were going to learn about all the departments.
I think so. Yes, I mean, maybe he was behind the scenes. He wasn't the one who got me into that position, but I think it probably worked out. They set the stage. I keep telling them, even encouraging me to come. I feel like they had a plan, but they haven't admitted to it yet. Yes, but I think it was a perfect starting point for me.
I see.
Yeah.
When you rose from special projects coordinator to executive director, that transition, what was it like? What was the experience?
So from special projects, I was general manager for a long time.
Right.
And then into executive director. I think it took years. Like I said, I started in 2008. And the process, of course, it's highs and lows. You learn from it. But I think that's one of the key things. What has taken me from, special projects to this point is the experience, is the mentorship. It's just understanding. Listen, we work with multinationals. And usually with such, right, if you're a local company, you're dealing with a business, or you're dealing with businesses that are well-resourced. You're dealing with businesses that have structure, all these things. So you see yourself as the little guy most of the times. And my father's the business development man. So he's either on the field or, looking for business. And so for me, who was thrown into the operations side of things, you have to deal with these stakeholders. You have to manage these people. Sometimes you feel they're being controlling. We're working in an industry that is highly regulated. Safety, they have all these rules. So you feel like you're being bullied and controlled somehow with people holding stocks, being forced to reduce pricing. There's a lot that happens that you really don't have control. It's like you don't have a say. Now that tough environment helped me a lot, because even with all this, calling those mass, like we say, you need to make sure your business survives. And so I think over the years with those experiences, it's toughened me up in terms of, talk of negotiation skills. Let's go at it. I will fight for my business. I'll do what I have to do. Resilience, making sure that you go through the issues. I think so the experiences over the years have made me into the leader that I am, and it's helping me in my position because, I have the skills, I've built capacity, I understand what it means to just have a good relationship with people and understand stakeholder management. So I think it took years of grooming. From 2008, we've come a long way. And so I think the experience is key. Sometimes it's not just about rising or just being given I can't imagine if I was given this role when I came in. It won't be the same, right? But by rising through the ranks, I think it really helped me and toughened me up and prepared me for the role.
We'll take another quick break. When we come back, there's more on the Kel Toothpaste PL show. Don't go away.
Anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath.
I'm a Missy Wayne.
Repatrial Bantama.
Matias.
It's her smile.
The fresh breath.
Me, Gidi said we used to Kel 360 toothpaste. Semikai. Kel 360 toothpaste.
Gaskia, Kel 360 toothpaste. It's a gum protector.
Onim jom kasa. Kile ko saying. Kel 360 did the way. It's cool mint. Gives me fresh breath and your confidence booster.
And you will see so feeling ye. Kel 360 toothpaste.
Happy smile.
Kel 360 toothpaste, anti-cavity, gum protection, brighter teeth, and fresh breath. Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Mommy.
Michelle say, fe.
Different era, better result. Time has changed and time has brought Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Healthy gums, anti-cavity, fresher breath, and it whitens teeth. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Sankofa.
Yenchi. Kale chocolate toothpaste.
Happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back. I'm glad you're still here with us on the Kel Toothpaste PL show. We'll quickly move on and talk to Mary Asante-Asamoah, who is the Executive Director for Barbex. For a long time, and perhaps even now, there are not a lot of women in mining, from the very ore to the all the value chain businesses and all of that. How did you manage, rolling with the men and the likes?
Somehow I was fine with it. Now I don't know if it's because I think certain experiences prepared me for some of these things, right? So being alone in Canada, for instance, like setting boundaries, doing certain things, I think that groomed me. But I can't tell. I mean, I certainly understand, and I know that there are challenges in the industry. I know that women go through a lot. I haven't had that many personal experiences, but I know and appreciate that, and I think that's one of the things we're doing with women in mining, where we're trying to help make these changes, sort of educating the men, helping them to understand boundaries, helping ladies to know how to stand up for themselves, things like that. So just because it hasn't happened to me doesn't mean that we're
it's not happening.
Yes, so it's to appreciate or accept that there's this challenge and see how best to change it or help it, and I think that's what I've been doing by supporting women in mining and just trying to make a difference. But personally, I've been good.
What would you consider some of your achievements at Barbex?
The fact that we're still standing, I think, is the greatest achievement. I mean, we're turning 35. We've been through many challenges. The recent one I would say will be COVID. A support services company as one that's providing supply chain solutions. You're talking about importing, having things on the seas. Now, when COVID happened, that's the business being put at a standstill, right? But how did we navigate? What did we do back then to get us to ensure that we go through that? I think that's a major achievement for me, because I still don't know how we did it, but somehow we're still able to get products, supply, keep our contracts, and push through that. And even because this was like, nobody knew what was happening. It was a new thing for everybody, and yet we were able to push through that. I think that's a major achievement, the fact that we sailed through that and we're still standing. That's the recent one that I've put.
Along the line, you have also picked up certain positions, like vice chair of the Ghana Chamber of Mines. You're also on the board of Ahaspora, and then your podcast. Let's talk about the first two. How did you get to that point to say, I have time on my hand from Barbex, let me do this?
With the vice chair, the Chamber of Mines has the affiliate committee. The affiliate committee is made up of all the support service companies in the mining industry that are registered with the chamber. So we usually go for meetings and stuff. And I think for me, I kept saying from the beginning that what I wanted to do in life is to make a difference. So whatever platform I find myself on, I just try to, when I'm committed, I'm fully committed. And so I think that was one of the things, going into the chamber as a rep for Barbex, lending my voice, helping out. I'm probably sure those are the things that affiliate members found, saw and kind of found me worthy to be nominated, and then, eventually elected to be vice chair. So it's probably from years of service. But no, I certainly didn't plan it out that I want this position. I probably would be the last person to put my name out for that. So yes. And
then you were also awarded top 10 inspirational women.
That was a shocker. When they mentioned my name, I was like, me? I didn't see that coming, yes, but apparently I was nominated for that as well, and then went through the process. And last year, the Women in Mining Conference, I received that award. So humbling, and especially for somebody coming from an arts background and doing all this in the mining industry. It's just a blessing.
Then your podcast. I think that, listening to your story, you decided to share your family's business success with the rest of the world. What got you to that point to say, this is what I want to do with other people?
Interestingly, I wasn't sharing the success, I was sharing the frustrations. It started with the frustrations. Like I said, I came in, I had never psyched myself up to say that I'm going to work with a boss. Like for me, I was just working with daddy, and that's what it was. So going in and understanding, hey, you can't do this, or these are the boundaries, you can't talk. Like, I was just frustrated. So I started sharing on that on social media. And then I realized so many people started reaching out. And I realized, oh wait, I'm not alone. I didn't even think that there were so many people out there going through similar. So that's how it all started. And then over time, with having conversations with other people, I realized there's a whole community out there. So why don't we create something? So that's how I started the Family Business Diaries. I had this podcast where I invited other people to just come share their stories as well. So it wasn't just about me. I interviewed my dad on the show, but we've done 18 so far, and it's getting bigger by the day, but it's just to encourage people out there. And I also realized the importance of family businesses in our economy, right? Like there's so many of them, and I keep thinking that in Ghana we can't talk legacy business. You can't talk of, well, which business is 100? Like there are very few of such, but if you look back, I mean, currently the oldest family business is in the 46th generation. I sit there and I try to think of it, and I can't even understand 46th generation, but we don't have that here. So for me, I started a podcast, I started the Family Business Hub, so we can encourage family businesses, put in the structure, build businesses that outlive them, build businesses that, let's talk generational businesses, legacy. So that's what it is.
What difference could that do in our economy if we are able to establish such a culture, so to speak?
It will really help. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? You have good businesses, because if you think back, they're manufacturing businesses, they're businesses that have been, and then they're no more. Founder dies and it goes to the founder. But imagine if we had all these already. We don't need to start talking about, oh, let's build this tire manufacturing, let's do this. Some of these things are already there, and we're building on and doing more. I think that's the key thing. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. It means we're moving forward. We can put our resources to other things, and it'll push us as a country. Yes. Yeah. So it's those things for me. Why do we keep going back? Can we keep pushing forward? Let's put in the structures that will enable people to do that. It's like building, you want to build a high rise, get the good foundation. Maybe you can only build one floor, but get the good foundation so that people keep building on and we can get that high rise. But for us, it's a weak foundation, so each time somebody comes, we have to start. Doesn't work. So that's it for me. It's like, let's change the narrative.
You sound like a really busy person. And it's got me interested, to see what your daily life looks like. Do you have time to drink water?
I do. I make time for that.
Or maybe even blink.
It's tough, and I keep asking myself, how did I get here? I feel in the past I would have been stressed by that, but now we're not striving for perfection. It's let me do what I can when I can. And I think it was Indra Nui who said that, it's the people that support us that make the juggling possible. So for me, I've been blessed, super blessed to have, a very supportive husband, parents, my siblings, even my children help. And so they make life easy. And one of the things I've had to do is change my mindset and understand that, okay, you can only do so much at a time. So if it's business, if I'm focused, then I'm fully in. If it's family, I'm intentional. Family time, let's not interrupt with stuff. I try to do that.
Let's take a look at what her daily life looks like, juggling all of these things, aspects of her life in 360.
Meet Mary Asante-Asamoah, a passionate and accomplished leader with over 15 years of experience in the Ghanaian mining industry. As the Executive Director of Barbex Africa Projects Limited, Mary has a proven track record of delivering value-driven supply chain solutions for mining companies. Her leadership focuses on building strong partnerships that foster collaborations in the extractive sector, driving success for the industry at large. But Mary's impact extends far beyond mining. She's the founder of the Family Business Hub and the voice behind the Family Business Diaries podcast, where she offers practical insights and strategies to help family-owned businesses overcome challenges and grow. Mary is known for her ability to connect with people and inspire change.
Well, that's 360 of Mary Asante-Asamoah. This segment is brought to you by Kel 360 toothpaste. True game changer for the entire family. It's FDA approved and safe for both adults and children as young as 6 years old. This toothpaste delivers comprehensive oral care for everyone. It doesn't just brighten your smile, it also protects your gums, fights cavities, and keeps your breath fresh all day. Did they tell you that usually we like to surprise our guests here on the show?
No, not at
They
all.
didn't?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Don't try anything.
Too late!
Oh, no.
I do have a surprise for you.
You do?
Number one, I have two of them, not just one.
Okay.
So let's get into the first one.
Okay.
Do you want to take in a deep breath? You're already seated, so you're comfy. Deep breath.
Okay.
Shall we?
Yes.
Dromo,
Hey, my song!
Twenjole, ohami minche.
What?
And always you make
This is my song.
This is your song. And Luigi is singing it.
Oh my goodness.
By you.
He knows.
on your
I mean,
face. Oh,
I wouldn't try to sing here and disgrace myself.
God bless you so much, Mrs. Mary Asante-Asamoah.
How
May He
did-
keep you. May He cause His face to shine on you. May He preserve
You
you and cause the
guys.
work of your hands to prosper. And
Amen.
may this song be your testimony all the days of
Always,
your life.
always.
Grace upon grace, peace of mind, and may God always make a way for
guys.
you. God bless you so much. Amen.
Amen. Amen, Luigi. Amen.
Oh, that's my song.
Who is Luigi to you?
It's just a song. It's just a song. I'm sorry.
It's just a song.
No, the song.
You love
I
it.
think the song is just a summary of everything. It's just a state of my heart. It expresses it so well. Gratitude for me.
I told you we have two surprises for you.
Hey,
Who is Baba to you?
Baba is one of my diamond sisters. Yay.
Hi, Baba.
Hi, Keminni.
Baba is from Goba Kente. She's the founder
Yes.
of Goba Kente. She was here, I think, last year, Baba.
Yes, I was. And I had a great time with you guys, you and your team.
We
I did.
appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much.
But let's talk about
Oh, my
Mary,
goodness.
right?
Yeah.
Who is Mary to you?
Mary is the big sister God has given me, you know. Like every time there was something on my mind and I just tell Mary about it. By the time we are done having like a 2-minute conversation, I have calmness and peace in my spirit.
Aw.
That's the person she is in my life right now. And I intend to build that relationship to the highest level it can be because everybody needs that big sister. And even more importantly, that big sister who is determined to help you deepen your
Succeed,
relationship with
yeah,
Christ
yeah.
even better.
Yeah.
That is what Mary
Okay.
brings into my life, and I do not take that for granted.
When you look at Mary, right, and you
Yes.
you look at the relationship you have with her, and you're saying, look, Mary, this is one thing I want you to do more, and this is the other thing I want you to do less. What would those things be?
Mary should show up more. One,
Oh, my
she should show
goodness.
up
I
more
just knew
because
it.
She's a bunch of wisdom. Like you guys have no idea. She's a bunch of wisdom and intellect.
Oh my
She should show up
goodness.
more and educate a lot more
Others-
young people.
Yeah.
Less of is the opposite. She should stop hiding, just like me, because we are blessed to be a blessing to others. Yes.
Where do you hope to see her in the next 5 years?
Oh, we are in big boardrooms. So I mean, we are there already. Big boardrooms, global boardrooms.
Amen.
But we are not called for. We are not called for
Small things.
localization only. We are going globally, and so I intend to see her there. She's already there, but it's going to be bigger and better. And the world will definitely know the name Mary Asante-Asamoah.
I love this. I love this. Women
You
talking
people.
kindly about each other. What does it feel like hearing Baba
See, I
say?
get emotional and
Say-
I'm a guy girl. I don't do these things.
God girls don't get
I
emotional.
don't do these things. Yeah, you got me. You got me.
We did.
You got
And
me.
we got you good. And I like that.
I'm speechless. Baba, me, I don't have the words to express myself right now. So you got me good.
yeah.
Thank you
Anyway.
so much for the kind words.
Oh, you're
right.
welcome, Mary.
We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Baba. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Kemi. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Amazing. I
You
love it.
people.
I love it when we surprise our guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A good
You're
one.
taking it
A
in.
good
You're
one.
taking it in. Yeah.
Thank you.
But you
I'll
know,
show up more.
I mean, from what Baba is saying, support system is really important. You yourself, have been supporting her. So for young girls who may be watching you today, what would you like to say to them?
Young ladies, trust the process. I think it's just important. We seem to be in a rush these days, but it's a process, and every part of the journey counts. Don't try to become that butterfly. You need to be the caterpillar. You need to make sure you go through the process, right? So don't rush it. And I think it's important to surround yourself with the right people. For me, that's one of the things that has helped me, community. So Baba is from Mrs. Awoshike's 360 Masterclass, is a mentoring program, and we're about 12 ladies that were put together. These people are, your soundboard. They keep you in check. You want those people that can call you out and say, listen, what you're doing is not right.
It's not right.
Those things are important. So trust the process, surround yourself with the right people. But above all, stay grounded. Your relationship with God, or whatever you trust in, but your relationship with God is key, because you were brought here for a reason. There's a plan for your life, and there's no point being, if you're not connected to the source, it's like running with no manual, right? So make sure that you're connected to God, and ensure that every step of the way you are aligned with His will. I think those things are important. So stay with God, trust the process, surround yourself with the right people, and be true to yourself. Very important.
Being true to yourself, because and that's something a lot of us are not able to do, because we don't know who we are. So how do we become true to ourselves? For us women, how do we know who we are beyond the husband, beyond the child or children, and beyond our family? Because we tend to be caretakers naturally.
Again, the 360 Masterclass that I did, we were asked these questions, that who do you want to see yourself as? I mean, imagine yourself at 80 or 90. The children are gone, husband is next to you, but what is it that you want to be known for? What are those things? I think it's important that she said this thing, Mrs. A told us, hey, people, the surprises are
plenty.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it said, to thyself be true. And for me, knowing myself, it goes back to my relationship with God, because He formed me. It's like, okay, God, help me understand who I am. Help me understand, what am I here for? Someone says, who are you? Where are you going? What is it that you've been called to? What is that purpose? You can only know these things when you are intentional with your prayer life, intentional with asking God to show you these things. I don't have the answer to how you figure it out, but somehow there's a knowing. And as you ask the questions, you are led in ways, or there's a way that you just end up doing things, or understanding yourself, being at peace with certain decisions. Whereas if you ask me to do certain things, I know for sure that that's not me. But I get into certain places, I'm at peace. I feel, okay, this is where I've been called. So this is the thing. But so it all starts with the foundation. It all starts with you having that relationship with God, because He formed you, so He can tell you who you are, right?
I've learned so much from you, and I appreciate that. I hope our viewers are also, they have picked, some 2 cents, right, from all that you have shared with us today. But we are not done. The last one is this one.
I mean, one interview, 3 surprises. What did I do to deserve this?
We want to give you presents from our sponsors.
My children will be so happy.
With Kel Kids, right? And then there is the PL Show mug. We want you to place it somewhere in your office so that
they know.
Yeah, they know that you were on the Phenomenal Lady Show. The very last one is to give you, this is the true token of appreciation we give the women who come here.
Love it.
Because we want you to remember always that you're a queen, and that's why this is shaped. It's shaped like a stool, because when the going gets tough, you set your eyes on something that reminds you of the strength that you wield and the power that you have. And so here you are.
Such a thoughtful gift.
Yes.
Honestly, I think it's what you've just explained. This is so thoughtful. Thank you.
And
to the queen.
To the queen that you are.
So that's what you give to the lady? No,
absolutely. So Baba's got this too.
Oh, okay. And so now we're twinning.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I like that.
Thank you.
So it's time for us to go. And listen, our show always is available on YouTube. So if you missed it, go watch it again on YouTube. It's also on Facebook. Just search The PL Show and you'll find it. My name is Keminni Amanor. This show is brought to you by the Kel toothpaste brands, Kel Kids, Kel 360, and Kel Charcoal. I'll see you same time next week. This is The PL Show and I'm Keminni. Bye.